What's up with it? What's up with it, man? We here for episode 41 of Smoking and Rapping, man. We in West Oakland, man. Got the nigga Calicoe with me.
Yeah, man.
Man, if y'all, the way I do this shit, bruh, is like, we always go to the people where they from and do the interview and shit like that. And the reason why we do that shit is because of the fact that if a motherfucker is saying they from somewhere that they really not from, 9 times out of 10, that nigga ain't gonna want to pull over there and do the fucking interview and shit. You feel me? So I could weed out a motherfucking bullshit just on the simple fact that a nigga, oh, we don't gotta do it over there, bro. We could do it in the whoop the whoop. You know what I'm saying? So, and then this a real nigga, bro. Like we go back to the art block shit. He came out to X Fest, did that shit, bro. And I always fucked with y'all style because y'all really was on that shit. Like when you was Calicoe lean kids, you niggas really was sipping syrup like
Every day.
man, I'm like, that niggas be cold, nigga, everything.
Like, man, nigga, you might as well say a nigga a mascot.
Man,
mamas.
That shit was serious. So we gonna just talk and go get it straight into the syrup first. Like, what legs you into fucking with the lean?
Man, I was about 12 years old, man, in my hood, Ghost Town. You feel me? I come back to the hood. All the niggas my age, that's what they was doing, you feel me? So I'm like, what the fuck is this? You feel me? They pinning it on the blunts, you feel me? Lacing the blunts up.
Yeah.
My niggas, they throwing syrup on their shirts, you feel me? Damn near biting that shit till the next day, you feel me? Really on their shirt, like sucking on the shirt, you feel me?
I ain't never seen a nigga do that.
No, bro, West Oakland, bro, that's how that shit started, man, you feel me? But yeah, though, like my whole hood was sipping syrup. Like my spot was the Bo spot. We had 4 ounces of Activist for 25. You feel me? Like you can't get that shit like that no more.
Yeah, real shit.
It's real.
And then so for you, like for me, bro, I say I sip syrup for the taste more than the hot because I really don't like being sleepy. You feel me? Like if I sip and I start getting sleepy, I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them niggas. I say fuck it, like I hit a little pepe or something just to be up. You feel me? Because I don't like that. Just you fuck around and wake up like, damn, nigga, I done been asleep for 4 or 5 hours.
I don't know. It's like me. I just love the high. Like the high is just, I don't know. It's what gets me, man. Like I like to sit there and nod off. Like you feel me? Real shit though. Like I'm sipping to nod. Like I'm not sipping just to be high. I want to feel it. Like I want to damn near be leaning like sleepy. You feel me? That's man.
Well, you really in it basically.
You feel me? You know.
And so, what would you say for you? The highest, the most syrup you ever see, the most syrup you ever sip in like one day, and then what would you say like? For you, like I can say, like for me, bruh, that shit just make me eat hella food, and then I ain't gonna lie, a nigga will go dumbass crazy and fuck a bitch out that shit too. But then once you go to sleep, for me, it's the best sleep, like the best sleep you ever gonna get in your life.
But yeah, that food shit is real because I ain't gonna lie, like off of syrup, I definitely eat up hella shit, like back to back all night, the whole day, just keep eating shit. Yeah. Nod off, wake back up, eat some more shit. You feel me? Get high again. Like that shit is crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie. And what's really crazy is when you ain't got no bow and you really sip bow. Like the kicking part. That's the bad part right there.
That for surely got to be the hardest part because that's one thing I can say, bro. For a nigga, if you don't got an addictive personality, that's one thing that's good when it comes to that syrup because that's an expensive drug. So nigga, like, when you can't afford to get it and you want to get it, like, you fuck, nigga. And then not only that, bro, it's like, it's, of course, when you in Oakland, bro, and you can get anything you want in Oakland. If it's out there, you gonna find it in Oakland. But, like, it's not a drug that you just every day can wake up and buy, like your average drug. You gotta really know who got that shit.
You gotta know who got it. And only that, it's a rich man high. You gotta have money, like, that shit is not for broke people. Like,
for sure.
If you a broke nigga, you not about to be sipping every day. It's just no way. You feel me?
Not even a lie, nigga.
An all-time high right now. Like, it ain't no joke. And it's getting higher and higher.
Yeah, cause niggas, they know what it is now. It's like, nigga, a nigga, if you really needed, a nigga might tell you 200 a line. You gonna say, man, fuck it, man, give me this shit, give me this shit. Yeah, think of everything. For real. And then what would you say, how can you tell the difference between fake syrup and real syrup for a real, like for a nigga who don't be sipping like that, don't really know.
Okay, see me, I don't know. I'm used to the old school rules, man. You gonna see the bubbles. If a nigga K rolling you, you gonna see the bubbles. You feel me?
Okay.
And not only that, I just know the taste. I've been sipping for so long. It's like a nigga's not for the K roll me. It's just not for to happen. Like I know both.
That's real. That's real.
But I done seen a lot of niggas get K roll. You feel me?
The nigga don't even know.
And no, don't even know. Niggas sipping with them and everything. Like real shit.
Hey, that shit crazy, bro. Because I watched that nigga Iceberg Vizo do an interview. He said that shit like, I can't roll the nigga and sip the shit right there with me.
A whole lot of K roll with niggas just because I done K roll them real shit.
That's to let a nigga know for sure. Yeah, it's good, bro. He sipping the shit with me, bro. That's all this shit. But shit, let's get into the music. Like, what age did you start rapping?
I was 13.
This nigga was. That's
13.
one thing. Right? You see how young these ages is. In Oakland, bro, that's one thing, like, you meet a motherfucker that's 18 in Oakland, but they kind of, like, really, like, 25, like, 20, 21 already. Like, it's different. Like, niggas grow up way faster here, bro.
And now I'm 30 years old, and I've been rapping since I was 13.
13.
Like, I've been doing this shit for a long time, man.
What's been your hiatus and what's been your lowest?
My high, I mean, I done had, I ain't gonna lie, it was once about a time I had a buzz where I was just, every week we had shows, like every week. But then when I went to jail, that shit was over. As soon as I got out of jail, no more shows. It was like a nigga had to really lock in, you feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie, my nigga Con B was getting the shows back then because after me, when I went to jail, I stopped having shows and shit. My nigga Con B kept it lit. Kept the shows back going, you feel me?
And what would you say? Been your lowest, like a point where you damn near wanted to walk away from this shit?
I'm gonna say when I lost my grandma. But then again, another thing was like, shit, I gotta do it for her because she know this was my dream, you feel me? So it's like, I gotta keep it lit.
Yeah, real shit.
You feel me?
And then so, rapping, being from West Oakland, obviously started at 13. You was around this motherfucker when the whole live wire shit took off.
Yeah.
What would you say, like, because you don't have no affiliations to that shit, nothing like that, right? So, like, what would you say, like, on the outside looking in, what that was actually doing for West Oakland and shit like that, when that shit started taking off?
Yeah, that shit was a good look. I ain't gonna lie, when live wire first came out, damn near everybody wanted to be live wire. Real shit.
You had to get locked in, that shit up.
But at the same, like, I always had my little old record label with my Village Bob niggas, my West Coast Village. When Livewire was popping, we was big too. Like, we had a big ass record label with hella niggas in there. So,
yeah,
we was always like right there, but they just raised it up a notch. You feel me?
They start going out there for sure. They start getting that outside the way love too. That's what
we all came up together damn near.
Yeah, because at some point in time, you guys had to be at your age and that age. You went to school with all these motherfuckers and shit like
everybody damn near know. Everybody grew up with each other. It's like, it was a good look. Shit, you see your nigga, you feel me, getting old, you feel me?
That nigga really taking off. And what would you say for styling, bro? Like, that nigga just opened a store in Fresno. That nigga got the shit in Modesto. Like,
yeah, Styler took it to another level. Like, as far as with this bread shit, he took it to a whole other level. Like, just breaded everything. Like, you feel me? Blood told me the same shit. Like, with this lean kid shit, Blood the road told me, like, bruh, you need lean kids everything. Lean kids Latin. Lean kids this. Lean kid biker gang. Just brand everything. You feel me? Back then, I ain't really listening to that shit. Now, everybody doing it. And then it make me think like I should have did that shit back then, you feel me? Because we been coming out with lean kid clothes way before this clothing movement, I say, was really started.
Yeah, I had like y'all used to have the shirts with like the actual syrup cup on them or some shit, right?
The shirts. We was putting them on the license plates. Niggas was lean kids custom seat belts.
Whatever.
Lean kid boxes, like real, like music boxes, like,
that's real.
Man, it was getting real.
That's real.
Nigga was branded everything.
And then, so obviously it was lean kids because all y'all like sipping syrup, basically. And so it was just one of those things like, fuck it, let's just call each other lean kids.
Basically, it was like, me and my brother, we sipping every day. And I don't know, we just, But we the league kids, you feel me? Me and HB, we just like, man, we the league kids, you feel me? Free HB, free BG.
And that's the one that was like I know because he been in there for a minute because he the one bro y'all always be saying like for him and shit. He been sitting there for at least like a couple years.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I started the league kids with. Free by
how many of y'all actually is it?
I ain't gonna lie, we deep.
It
We deep. I can't even keep up.
Yeah.
Like,
it's some niggas probably
and
don't
then it's
even
a
rap,
lot of
just
niggas
fuck with it.
that was lean kids and now they ain't lean kids.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of niggas that got X'd out. It's a lot of niggas that dropped out. It's a lot of niggas that just didn't last. You feel me?
Yeah, because that's one thing I say when it comes to starting these like musical cliques and shit. Even though a nigga might not be a rap group per se, niggas still got to be on the same accord to understand like this is where niggas trying to go with this shit. If you're not trying to go there with this shit, just don't fuck with it.
Right.
Cause you gonna deter us from the ultimate goal at the end of the day. And I feel like that's Oakland's biggest problem. It just be everybody be on some different shit. Like you'll be fucking with some niggas probably just cause you wanna fuck with the bitches or just cause they be at all the parties, but you not really giving a fuck about the ultimate goal of the brand getting to where it really gotta get to and shit.
Right.
That shit have been fucking motherfuckers up. I mean for you and your rap style and shit, what do you consider your rap style? Just like a hardcore, just trap style? Or you feel like you kinda
I feel like I can hit every angle. Like I love the trap shit. I make trap music, but I can hit every angle. Like I got songs for the bitches. I got songs talking about everything.
Yeah, I think you even did some auto-tune shit before, huh?
Yep, I did some auto-tune shit before.
Yeah. And then so what would you say in your opinion has been your biggest project or biggest song that you put out that you feel like did the most numbers, or you just feel like in your opinion people paid the most attention to?
When I first dropped the Lean Kids, the lean tape, that's what cracked it off.
Basically that was all y'all on one tape.
Yep, that's what cracked it off.
What the fuck you do? Put a big ass cup of lean on the cover?
Yeah. And all my lean kids on there. You feel me?
Yeah, that shit real.
And shit, that's just when Syrup was really damn near popping, really popping. Like Syrup is just popping now, but like when it first came out,
yeah,
niggas was on it tough. Like now everybody catching on to it. Now it's green and all this.
Yeah.
But back then it was just purple. Niggas didn't even want no red. Niggas didn't even want high tech.
For real. And it's so cold. A nigga didn't even know like syrup been in our houses for hella long. Nigga just was drinking that shit.
Mamas, niggas' parents was giving them that in teaspoons.
Nigga just didn't know. All these years later, like, nigga, what? Nigga could have been selling this shit. Like, nigga, that shit was in the refrigerator there, nigga.
My auntie was
cold,
a bow
nigga.
lady. She was selling that shit right on Chestnut. For show sale.
There you go. And then so let's talk about that though. So what the fuck is the real difference? Is it a real difference from drinking green or drinking red? Cause all that shit put me to sleep, nigga. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you, but if I drink green, yellow, red, purple, I'm going to sleep.
It's
nigga.
really like on the tasting on like to me, I don't know. I'm an activist man, cause that's what I came up off of. And to me, it's like,
taste, right?
Yeah, like you could put activist in anything and it tastes like candy. I don't know, but then when you give it to some people, they be like, it tastes hella medicine. Like, I be like, you tripping? That shit tastes like candy.
And you don't do the candy with your shit. You just do straight syrup.
No, straight syrup.
Straight syrup.
Straight syrup. None of that candy shit. Jolly Rancher, hell no.
Nigga want to taste the syrup.
Taste the syrup. That's why I hate like mixing my syrup in different kind of drinks that I don't know about, cause then when I taste it and it's not that taste that I'm tasting, like I don't know if taste my syrup, that shit pissed me off. Like,
so you don't sip it with the soda, you just kiss your shit straight. That's what you like to do.
I used to, and then my nigga Khan was like, bro, you tripping, bro, you gonna kill yourself. He like, nigga, you gotta mix that shit with acid, nigga, or something, nigga. We was sipping, nigga, my spot, we was just sipping straight Gerbers, like just straight raw. Raw, the whole thing. Nigga didn't know nothing about no soda until I met Con B.
It is, so nigga, you obviously transitioned to that. Con from sobriety, you from the West. How did y'all end up meeting?
Off syrup. Real shit. That's how I ended up meeting that nigga. We was both in Merced, and I seen that nigga, and he had some syrup, and I was like, man, this nigga ain't from out here, bruh. Niggas out here ain't sipping no syrup. I'm the only nigga out here sipping syrup. I'm like, bro, where you from? He like, Brandy. We locked in right then and there. You feel me? The syrup brought us together. Real
and it's
shit.
like anytime
every
you run
single
into
day,
a town nigga in another city,
every
it's over.
single day after that, we was sipping. I don't care if we was broke. We was getting that shit.
So, you been that addicted to it, not addicted to it, but that into it to where it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna spend some money on this syrup, and even though it's my last couple of dollars right now.
Yeah, I done went broke. Spent my last on it. I was a knock.
Yeah, that shit real. And it's expensive, so I don't really feel like, I don't know, it's like it's a drug, so, but I feel like, nigga, how expensive it is, you can't really call a nigga that, because they gotta get scrounged together some real bread to get that shit, you feel me?
Hey, but
you gotta call a couple bitches to get it.
You won't see me doing that shit now.
Oh, so you kicked it all the way?
I ain't kick it. No,
but you just
I sip syrup. I'm just saying, I'm not about to spend my last.
He said, hold on, nigga, hold on.
I'm not about to spend my last on no syrup. That's out.
Hey, I feel it. Now it's like a nigga actually use it the way it's supposed to be used. You know what I mean?
Man, that shit was breaking me.
For sure, nigga. Yo, I feel like just weed. Just buying good weed sometimes to
like
break
weed.
you, nigga.
That nigga needed that like weed every day.
Oh God. I feel like just buying good weed on a daily basis eventually will break you, nigga. If you buying, nigga, quarter ear, zip ear, half there, whatever, how much you smoke, whatever your habit is.
Mm-hmm.
That's some real ass shit.
That shit gonna add up.
That shit be running out eventually. So what's the goal for you overall, like in rapping in your career? Cause you in your 30s now and shit. So
yeah,
I feel like once we get into our 30s with that music and that entertainment shit, the clock start ticking.
Well, I'm trying to make it out. That's what we all try to do. That's the goal. That should be the goal, is to make it out. I'm trying to put the family on. That's my family on for sure. Yeah. Trying to put the hood on. I'm trying to, you feel me? I want to see niggas eat. Everybody don't want to see niggas eat though.
Niggas actually make it out. And I feel like too, bro, like California is one of the hardest places to come out of in anything.
Because niggas don't support like that.
It's just different, bro.
Our support base is like, it's crazy.
I be seeing them like different cities, Philadelphia, Detroit, Kansas City, Atlanta. Like I just be like, damn, like nigga, you start rapping there and it's like within a year, nigga, you home.
But it's like, it's crazy because if we went out there, took our shit out there, we'll blow.
Yeah, for sure.
Fast.
Niggas just don't be wanting to do it.
Shit.
Niggas just don't be wanting to do it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like too, sometimes I feel like it depends on where you go to though, because some people really don't like our Bay Area shit too, bro. Mm. Some people not really into our swag, the way we come with our music. Cause I feel like in our music, we make per se trap music. You feel me? We make that trap shit, but to where like if you're not an Oakland motherfucker, or if you're not into the lingo, you might not necessarily know what some motherfuckers talking about in their music and shit like that. And some motherfuckers, I feel like some people make good music from here. I'm not gonna say all, but most niggas is just situational rappers. Like a lot of us, we just rapping about our life. Right. And in other places, I do say that some places they take the time to where they beats be a little bit more slapping, they melodies, the way they ride certain beats and shit, they do be making like more like music. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that one song with Raven Justice and Too Short and Guap Dad and shit like that, that's like the closest thing to where I can say like been like music to where it's like it's the bass shit to where it's like they all talking about bass shit, but then how Raven came on that hook and shit, it gave it to where it's like, okay, we can slap this on the radio anywhere if we really wanted to and shit like that, and it'll still represent the Bay Area in a certain way, you know what I mean?
Right.
Cause like what's your creative process when you go in and make a song?
Man, I'm trying to touch every angle. I'm trying to say some shit that I know, you feel me, that that's gonna catch their attention. You feel me?
But I'm saying, like, do you write your music or do you go and freestyle that shit?
I don't freestyle shit. I'm weak as fuck at freestyling. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't freestyle. But I write.
So how long does it take you to? How long you think it take you to write a whole song?
It depends on if I'm feeling it, because I done knock songs out. Like, if I'm feeling it, I done just went in there, wrote it about 5 minutes, knocked it out. Some songs I done sat on for a minute, sat on for probably about a day, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it just all depends on how I'm feeling. Because if I don't feel like that's right for that song, I'm not gonna lay it down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take my time, like, I'm not gonna rush it. And my niggas, they be mad at me, like, when we go to the studio and shit, I be taking hell long to write sometimes when we be in the lab. You feel me? Sometimes we done paid our money, but we just going there off the fluke, you feel me? We vibing.
Yeah.
But it's like me, I'm not fit to rush nothing. But when you hear that, when you hear me come, it's gonna be him, you feel me? You gonna be like, okay, I see why I bet took his time and did that, you feel me?
I will say that is the difference, bro, versus when you write a freestyle. Because for me, I freestyle, but I just bar for bar freestyle, you know what I mean? And I just do that shit because if I'm reading the paper, I just feel like it's gonna sound like I'm reading. I'm gonna spend so much time trying to make sure I catch every single word. It ain't gonna flow right, you feel me?
Right.
But if I just go off the brain, it's like, fuck it, I don't gotta worry about reading shit. I just gotta say what comes to my mind. But sometimes I do feel like you don't say as your best bars, because sometimes you just freestyle, you just go off the brain, so you just trying to get whatever flows with the song the best. Versus when you writing, a nigga be on some like, okay,
You can think
and
about
yeah,
it.
you really coming.
You can take bars out and pick the bars, you know that fit right there.
Mm-hmm.
All the shit.
Make the most sense and shit, you know, that like people go
But
here.
then I see a lot of niggas that's clean doing the punching and shit, like just going bar for bar, punching in. I done did a whole song like that, going bar for bar, punching in. It just, I don't like it.
Yeah, you didn't like the
feel
way
me?
it
I
sound for you.
don't like it for me, you feel me?
I feel like it depends on your on your style and how you like to create. That's what I feel like. I feel like to some people, actually writing a song is is therapy. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like when you sitting there, you slapping the beat. Like if you just got your shit on in your headphones and shit, you right there in your little zone and shit. You just writing shit. For some people, just the creation of the song before they even record it is like it's mental therapy and shit. Cause I know for me, for some songs, when I did used to write, a nigga be in a room and you'll be writing that shit. You'll really be thinking about shit like, how can I put shit into this song about my life and still make that shit sound so like a good ass song and shit, until we're like, when people hear it, they be like, damn, I remember that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Relate to what people going through, what other people go through.
yeah.
With your life, but they feel it because they going through the same shit.
Yeah. Real shit. And then so, with being in your 30s and shit, rapping that long and shit, who's been some of the biggest people you've had a chance to work with?
I done worked with a lot of people. Wacko from what that do, the Know Your Clap.
Oh shit, okay.
I did a song with him. Well, I got a couple songs with him. That's my nigga.
Okay, that's what's up. That's that song that Know Your Clap, that shit.
Yep, I got RP, Band Gang AJ.
Okay.
I got a song with him.
How that shit come about? Oh, cause Con B was bringing the Detroit niggas out here at one point and shit like that.
I just locked in with them because my cousin was fucking with them tough. My cousin from the north.
Okay.
They were fucking with them tough. But I got a song with Straight Gang Strap. I don't know if you heard of him.
Anybody that's straight gang banging, I know what that
Okay.
shit. You know what I'm saying? I know what that shit is affiliated with. So.
I got songs. Shit.
So that was like basically you found a way to tap in with a couple of Detroit motherfuckers and get some Detroit features and shit like that. And that shit is big, just cause shit, I feel like, nigga, just to get them people to reply back to you, that mean they respect you or they at least know somebody you know or whatever, you know what I mean? Cause that shit don't be that easy, bro. I DM people every day, bro, and it be motherfuckers that sometimes read it, sometimes don't even open it. So, like, nigga, anytime you get a feature from a bigger motherfucker, or even if they tapped in with you, you know what I'm saying? That's what it like. That shit is, the love is real and shit like that. And have you ever been in a situation like that where somebody tapped in with you and they was like, hey, bro, let's let's do some shit together. And you was like damn near surprised because you was a fan of them. You know what I mean?
Plenty of times.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, plenty of times.
They could be like for real.
Like, man, for real. Like nigga, just like, bro, you popping, bro. Like, man,
That shit
you
real.
wouldn't believe it, but that shit be real. Like, nigga be at shows, motherfuckers coming up to you, really like, damn near like about to cry and shit like that. That shit is real. Like,
Yeah.
I done had a bitch come to me talking about can I sign her titties, like real shit, like my autograph, like
You
feel me?
Yeah.
That's when I knew it was real. And that happened in Modesto. Like I tell you, Modesto will treat you like a superstar. Man.
That Modesto shit is one thing about that Modesto shit, bro. It's like they love that Bay Area culture, bro. A big part is because a lot of people that move there is they from the Bay already, so they already be like tied into a lot of that shit. But it's just like for the motherfuckers that's from Modesto never came to the Bay, they be really like just they be in love with that shit, bro.
It's real, man. I done seen bitches push motherfuckers over for styling, like on stage. You feel me? Real shit, like pushing niggas, like watch out. You feel me? It's real, man.
Yeah, that
Be
shit
real fans. Like that shit is crazy.
Nah, that shit. And then so when the chick asked you to sign her titty and shit like that, like how'd that shit make you feel?
I was surprised.
And I was surprised. Like, was that the first time anybody ever asked for an autograph before?
Yes, I was surprised. Like real life surprise. Like.
Yeah, that shit had to make a nigga feel good. Cause even the one time a motherfucker asked me to take a picture with him, a nigga was like, damn, like for real. And it's like, even though it's like, you know, in your head, it's like, nigga, I'm not the biggest. So it's like, I know that don't mean that much in the world, but like to you, it's like, nigga, this shit is like, damn, motherfucker like my shit that much. They want an autograph or want to take a picture with a nigga, like. And then so it's like, I feel like when it comes to that shit, like autographs, taking pictures, or like DMs when a motherfucker tell you like keep going or I like your shit, that be the shit that make a nigga keep going hard, because it be sometimes in this shit, bro, a nigga don't be making no hella bread, so you be having to really check yourself like, damn, should a nigga keep investing money in this shit? Cause for you, what would you say, like in your head, just a rough estimate, how much money you think you'd invested in this music shit, bro? But
I don't know.
Nigga, some thousands, huh? Nigga, probably 100,000, nigga.
Real shit.
Nigga,
I really
all
don't
them
know.
years, nigga,
I've
probably
been
100
doing this
bands,
shit for
nigga.
so long,
Nigga,
man.
oh God, like,
damn.
nigga, when you think about all that studio time, videos,
Videos,
like,
all
clothes,
that
nigga,
shit.
going to shows, nigga.
Dropping projects. Hella shit.
Nigga, features, I feel like features be the big one. Them be the big ones, bro. And the only thing about features why I say the biggest one is because a nigga, you'll cash out for some of them big features, and then if the fucking artist don't share it with you, it's like, damn, nigga, I'm not getting a return on my bread the way I need to be getting, because nobody know about the song. Is your fans don't know about the song the way I need them to know about the song and shit. You feel me? That should be fucking niggas, bro.
Yeah, I think, man, artists, man, if that shit should be like, I don't know, I think a nigga should show love, man. Like, why not show love? You already in the game, you feel me? You doing the song with a nigga, why not? You feel me? Why not promote the shit?
It be a verse lick for a lot of niggas, bro.
Like my nigga said, man, a nigga not paying you to be his friend, like, you feel me? Like,
that's it.
That's business, you feel me? Like, once you pay a nigga for his verse, like, you didn't pay that nigga for his friendship. You feel me? That's like, I had to think about that, like, that got to me, like, that's some real shit, you feel me? Like,
nigga just pay, it's all business, bro. You could take the post down in 24 hours, bro. It just give a nigga that little bit of exposure to where a nigga see, cause even with my thing where I be like, when I be like, say like if I interview a motherfucker or if I get a motherfucker on a show or some shit like that, and I pay them for the show. I ain't never pay nobody for no interviews. I ain't gonna pay nobody for it, but for like some shows and shit like that, I look at it like, bro, I'm not asking you to share this shit because I want any of your clout. For me, I simply want you to share this shit because it's gonna make it easier for me to book other people and get other interviews, because other people that I know follow you, that's the other big motherfuckers in the city, will have seen the interview. So when I DM them, they gonna be like, okay, yeah, I seen your shit, bro. I know who you is. You feel me? That's what I be on with this shit. Like, I be really on some just make it easier for everybody to network.
Right.
I can give a fuck about a nigga clout or they bitches or any of that shit. Like, and I think a lot of niggas be on that shit too. Like, I don't want a nigga to take none of my little, cause niggas be having fans, bro. That's why I will when it come to that Instagram, bro. Some of you
that
niggas do.
At the end of the day, man, that shit boosting. Like, that shit is boosting.
Yeah. Some niggas really take posts of one picture get 500 likes. Nigga, I be like, God damn, nigga. Like, this shit crazy. Like, nigga, but I feel it though. Like, I feel like for some people, once they get up there and start getting that love, they don't be wanting to lose it, bro. They do not be wanting to lose that shit. That shit like the drug.
That's like, bro, that's like changing up though. Like,
for sure.
Like changing up. Like, nigga can't change up. A nigga be saying all that shit before he make it. Oh, watch when I get out. I ain't gonna change up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Everybody
as soon as a
change
nigga
up.
get there, the nigga start acting Hollywood. Nigga ain't answering your messages, your DMs, leaving you on red. But then when you see a nigga, he's shaking your hand, smiling in your face, is good. But the nigga won't even check his DMs. Like, that's whole shit, bro.
Yeah, oh God. That's just like a nigga say, like, go switch up, they get some bread. First time a nigga gets some bread, they switch it. I don't give a fuck what they say.
Mm-hmm.
But then, so what? How did the whole R Block thing ever come together? Where you actually like, obviously you met Con B and Merced and shit like that. But how did the whole R Block idea come together and shit?
The R Block shit came together because we just wanted to bring like some Bay Area unity together. Like, you feel me? Like, bring hella hoods together. Like, fuck all this politics shit that's going on.
Yeah.
Like, that shit fucking up a lot of shit. So it's like,
yeah.
We just was like, fuck it. We gonna be the ones to be like, fuck how everybody feel.
Yeah.
Nigga, we pushing this shit.
Yeah.
It's our block. We all together as one.
Yeah.
It's a unity. You feel me? You either with it or you ain't.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect shit. I was a part of that shit for a minute too, right? Just right when I got in, that's why I got in like a little too late, so I didn't get a lot of the main shit that got to happen. But that shit was like, even for me, bro, I'm gonna keep it solid, right? When I put my name in to get into that shit, for me, it was kind of like, okay, if I get in this shit, I know that like means something. Like, niggas is seeing me to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like, I really like, I was happy when I got, like, when niggas told me like I'm like, okay, boom. Like, you feel me? Because it's like, not like, I feel like when you rapping in Oakland, bro, like, before, for me, in my personal opinion, before you even get like love from real fans, you kind of want the acceptance of your peers first. You feel me?
Right.
Seeing they kind of give you the nod and kind of respect how you coming. You know what I mean?
Right.
At least that's how I was, because it's like, I know if these niggas respect me, the fans gonna automatically love it. You feel me? No matter what. But if your niggas who doing the same thing as you actually think you doing something and actually respect your talent, that's when you really own to something. You feel me? And then so like with the logo and shit, did you help create the logo and all that shit? Or that was all?
That was
Con? Yeah, that shit go crazy, the way he pushing, the way he came with the Art Black Studios, all that shit too, bro. Like, that shit, Con is a real business, man. That's one thing I say about that man, bro.
For sure.
For sure.
We seen that nigga said, man, transform, like straight transforms to a straight businessman.
That shit crazy how it be. And I think it's in all of us, bro. I think it's just one of those things that is just when you flip that switch, honestly. That's what I honestly really think with that shit.
And then after just doing the same shit for so long, you just catch on. Like, sooner or later, you gotta, you feel me, upgrade. You gotta get better. You feel me? It's like you gotta get somewhere.
Nigga,
you can't keep doing the same shit.
For real.
It's like, nigga, we've been doing this shit for too long.
That's real.
Somebody gotta get on.
That's real. And then I want to get into the last little bit, because these last little minute, I want to actually talk about, because I'm from the East, like, for you, what was it like growing up in West Oakland? And then what is the difference, what would you say the difference first, like, the East and the West?
I mean, it wasn't really no difference to me like that, really, because I had family from the East. Okay. So I was going to the East from the West.
Yeah.
You feel me? Going straight to the East, fucking with my cousins from the East and shit. So it was normal to me. It was like the same thing, but I felt like, as far as, I did feel like they try to stunt more like as
swaggier shit.
Yeah, like you feel me, like, and we was just more like
laid back a little bit. I really tripping.
Yeah, like on some. I ain't gonna lie, we was on some grimy shit. Like our clothes was more grimier. Like
for
I ain't
sure.
gonna lie, you feel me?
You can for surely tell the difference between the West Oakland nigga and the East Oakland nigga by the way they dress for sure. Especially like during that like high school, like young ages and shit like that, you for surely could tell. When you get growner and shit, not as much, cause nigga everybody in the swag when they grow. But like when niggas was in their like teenage years, hell yeah, shit. And would you say it's a difference versus like dating a girl from East Oakland or dating a girl from West Oakland?
Shit, I treat them like the same.
I treat them like the same.
Real shit.
So you gonna tell you wouldn't say like, okay, if you got a little bitch from the East, cause she'll be in a certain
like
it
depends, cause you got something that's the damn near the same. Like you got some West Oakland hyphy. You feel me? Just you feel me? Like messy. Like you feel me?
For
hella
sure.
loud. You feel me? And then you got some East Oakland ones like that.
You
Like feel me? Like
yeah.
hella wild. So it's like.
I would probably just say like I would think a West Oakland bitch should probably be more willing to set a nigga up than the East Oakland bitch. Yeah, that's in my opinion.
Yeah.
You feel me?
For sure.
Like I feel like a little bitch from the West, she'd be hella cool, but in the back of her mind, she running that play on you. You feel me? East Oakland bitch, she might really just be trying to get fucked. You feel me?
For real.
Oh God. But shit, I wanted to actually say too, like I noticed like you been focusing on your health a lot lately and shit.
Yeah,
been running,
man, I've been
boxing, doing all type of little different shit. What made you? What got you into that shit?
I don't know, man. I just like fuck it, man. With the boxing shit, it's just fun to me. Like sparring, getting in there. I get in there with anybody. Like
fuck
you feel me? That shit be fun to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
So my nigga, he just be pushing me like. He really be boxing every day though. Like he like. I call this nigga, all he talk about is boxing. Like,
yeah, he trying to fuck with it.
So he be telling me, like, he trying to motivate me to do this shit every day. But I'm like, bruh, I got hella shit going on in my life. You feel me? Like, nigga, I got kids. You feel me?
Shit. How many kids you got?
I got 2.
Oh, okay.
I got kids. Oh, damn, that shit threw me off a little bit.
You probably was gonna say you got kids and the music shit going and shit like that and shit.
Nah, I was about to say something else, but I forgot.
Oh shit, my bad.
It's good.
But shit, like, it wasn't nothing that like made you wake up and just be like, let me start being more healthy, because like I even noticed like just even like when you doing the bike shit, like bro, I see you one day, bro, you had on the fucking weight vest and you was running up and down the stairs. Nigga don't just wake up and be like, fuck it, nigga, let me go get the weight vest.
Just like, fuck it, man, it's time to get big.
I'm
tired of being, nigga, I've been small my whole life. I'm just like, fuck it, it's time to get big.
Yeah,
Only time I got big was when I got out of jail. That was the biggest I ever got, you feel me?
That shit real.
But I'm like, I ain't think I could get big. So when I did that showed me like I can get big, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna be on my health. I'm gonna do this boxing shit just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm gonna do the rapping shit. So I was doing it all.
Yeah. And then you did you actually did like a match too though, right? You boxed a nigga, right?
Yeah.
And so obviously, we know the whole guns up, gloves up, guns down shit. But with the person you picked, did y'all originally actually have beef before that shit, or was it just some whole like?
we didn't have no beef.
Oh, I
didn't even know, bro.
Oh, okay. Cause I thought the method behind the shit was like y'all was boxing people who y'all had beef with.
But I did supposed to have a match like in 2017 when this shit first came about, when the R Block threw that shit.
Yeah,
and I was about to fight the nigga Dutch. And
that nigga you did. That nigga you for surely had beef with that nigga.
Yeah,
I remember that. I remember that shit. You was talking shit about that.
I was gonna flip him all out the ring and shit. You feel me? Yeah.
Nigga wanted brother show up to that one.
That was gonna be the one. That was gonna be the one.
Hey, for real.
And I think that's really what cracked it off, really, with the boxing. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That shit real. Shit, bison is one of them things, but nigga gotta be on your shit when it comes to that bison. You gotta really have your motherfucking wind up, and the nigga gotta really have that footwork,
for
nigga.
surely niggas think they can do that shit, man.
Knock your
Niggas
ass
wouldn't
out.
even last a minute, like real shit. Like
Oh,
niggas
God.
be out of breath.
Instantly. Nigga smoke all them woods, nigga, it be over with.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, what's your like social medias and shit like that? And what social medias do you actually use that you feel like you get the most response on so people can tap in with your shit?
My IG, Calicoe _LeanKids31.
That's all you been fucking with? You just been rocking with the IG lately?
Yeah.
No Twitter, no Facebook, no nothing?
No Twitter. I barely be on Snapchat.
Any of that shit.
But you can follow me on at Calicoe Lean Kids, and then my YouTube, Calicoe Vivo.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta put the Vivo. That's most of my videos gonna pop up on that.
Okay. And then, so what's your method behind only using Instagram, bro? Like, because I feel like shit. You don't feel like with all the platforms that's out there, with being able to using all of them, you can kind of like attack more people, or you just feel like everybody is on the same shit anyways. Cause I be on.
I feel like that shit got played out. Like, I mean, cause at first I was on Snapchat posting this shit. Then they got all this shit. They keep on upgrading and it's fucking me up. Like, like real shit. Like, I'm gonna keep it solid. Like,
hey, say man, they changed the shit,
too
man.
much. Like, I can't keep up with all that shit.
Hey, that's some real ass
so
shit.
I just be on IG.
Fuck it, man.
Like, I might stroll through on Snapchat and watch everybody's shit, but I'm not posting hella much on there.
That shit, yeah,
and doing all that. I just got off Facebook just recently. Like, I used to be on there. That's really why I used to promote that hella much.
Yeah.
Facebook, but I just felt like
wasn't getting the response.
And it ain't doing it no more. Like, it was doing it, but then I don't know what happened. Like,
you gotta switch to the business one, bro. I feel like that's what it is with all of them, bro. Like, you gotta switch to the business one. Cause see, with the business one, that's how you could tap in with the people who don't follow you, bro. That regular Facebook one, that one is just like your family and shit. So you can't never really, after you promote to them, after they seen that shit, they already know what it is. They gonna stop liking it. They gonna stop paying attention to it. They already know what it is. They fuck with it. But like, they gonna start watching. But the business one, nigga, that's how you run your ads. That's how you do all that shit to where, say like, you could tap in with people in Oakland that don't follow you, and then make them see it. So then once they see it, then they got the option to follow you. You can't do that shit with the regular shit. You only can do it on the business and shit. Right. Like, and that shit is, I ain't gonna lie, it ain't easy, bro. Like, nigga, I done ran so many ads, bro. I done wasted money, but I finally figured out how to do it. It's one of those things, like, you gonna spend trying to figure it out, but once you figure it out, you start getting hella views and hella likes. Like, the niggas you be seeing, they be having like 300,000, bro. That's all that shit is from ad running. So they running them ads, nigga, and they fucking just tapping in with so many other people, and then they starting to get hella more followers from that shit and shit like that. But that's gonna be this motherfucking episode, man. That was episode 41, man. I was appreciative my nigga Calicoe hit me to do this shit, because I be happy when motherfuckers tap in with me, bro, because I be like, shit, niggas be wanting to do this shit, you feel me? Sometimes I be having to track a motherfucker down, like, hey, bro, let me get you on this shit, bro. Tapping like, hey, bro, let me get on this shit. I'm like, it's good, you feel me? And that shit make me feel good, because a nigga actually want to be on my shit, you feel me? And I appreciate that shit, bro, because shit, that mean another nigga gonna see that shit, and they'll be like, fuck it, let me hit this nigga.
I appreciate you having me here, you feel me? Real shit, man.
Hey, shit. And we did this shit right here in West Oakland, where a nigga really from, and nigga from me said he grew up in this motherfucking right here, family down
man,
the street.
Right now we on 24, we in 24ville, you feel me? But I'm in Ghost Town, you feel me? But I done been all through this motherfucker. I done stayed right here in 24ville when it was the old ville, you feel me? My church 24th in Filbert, you feel me? I'm really from this motherfucker, you feel me?
Yeah. And that shit
real, man. My block 31st and MLK. You feel me? Ghost Town.
I feel it.
And I appreciate my nigga, you feel me, for letting me get this interview, man, because, man, like I said, I got to get on my interview shit. I don't be doing interviews. This is probably my first interview. I think this is probably my second. But I don't do interviews, so I got to get on my interview shit.
Tell a nigga story, nigga. That's one thing about this interview shit, but I feel like one thing about a nigga life at least for me, bro, like if you listen to a nigga's story and they might have had some shit going on in their life that pertain to you a little bit, then you might start slapping that shit and you wasn't slapping that shit before, some shit like that, you know, like I feel like a nigga backstory is really is more important to what you doing than what people see you doing on an everyday basis and shit. Like a nigga see you rap, okay, blase, but what's going in a nigga head? What happened to a nigga? Like, you feel me? Like, what was it like where a nigga grew up to make the nigga make the music he make? You know what I'm saying? Like, at least to me, that's important to me, because it's like, if you really, is it really real for you, or is it just entertainment? You know what I mean? Like, and that shit make a difference. You could tell it when a nigga rapping that real shit versus where a nigga just on some motherfucking entertainment shit, but just like he just know how to make good trap music, or just know how to take the shit they see and make it into a motherfucking song and shit. It's a difference, bro.
Right.
The big motherfucking difference. But we out of this motherfucking shit. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Make sure y'all go to his Instagram, follow him and shit, tap in with his music and shit. Also, tell them where they can find your music at and shit, what platforms and shit too.
Oh yeah, use Spotify. Shit, I'm on online retail shit. Whatever the fuck you call it.
Nigga, any digital platform,
yeah,
man. The Apple Music,
I'm on all that shit, nigga. Yeah, man, nigga high right now.
That nigga said I bought